Hey, welcome. We're going to do our top 10 list of all time. Ah!
Of board games.
Of board games, yes.
This is my top 10 fishing spots.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
And let's introduce ourselves.
Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Eric.
I'm Casey.
And this is our top 10 games of all time. Anything you would like to talk about how you came to the conclusions you came to, Casey?
So I was going through, we used Pub Meeple for some of our breakdown of the head-to-heads for these games. And it's been a while since I thought about, I think about maybe my top 10 quite a bit, but when you're going through hundreds and hundreds of games you've played over decades, it starts shining little lights on things. You're like, oh yeah, we did play that 27 years ago, whatever it is. So it's kind of a fun exercise, even if who knows how accurate the results end up being with all the rankings.
Felt like mine pretty accurate.
Yeah?
I didn't use the meeple thing at all. I just kind of really sat and thought about...
You YOLO'd it.
Yes, yes. I just kind of really sat and thought about, what do we have? What do we play? So I would say mine probably tends towards stuff we've played more recently.
Sure. And I think that's pretty natural. Some of my list is going to be like that too.
Yeah, because you'll have a lot of all-time classics and stuff that you're like, okay, these are always fun to kind of go back to. But it's fun and exciting to have new games that you enjoy playing right now.
Yeah.
So I did find some of those climbing up my list too.
Cool. So I feel like mine's pretty good. I feel like I know, I would say half of
mine?
Yours. And we'll see if I'm right when it comes up. Yours, Scott? I'm not. I know one. I don't know if I know many others.
That's okay.
Now that you said you've played them recently, though, it makes me think I'm... All right. But we're going to get started. And I'll do a little thing here.
Who wants to go first?
All right, here we go.
Number 10.
My number 10 game is Dice Throne as a whole kind of a system, but specifically, I have gotten the Marvel campaign mode with the...
You backed the Kickstarter.
I backed the Kickstarter. Yes, I did. I got sucked into that, and it's well organized. Each character has its own little system kind of thing, and then the I think the campaign mode is really clever with the double-sided maps.
Yes.
And it has 20 different campaign things with it, and so I'm enjoying that.
I feel like it's a me and you game, which I like. Casey, you tried it. You were not the biggest fan of it.
Not the biggest fan of a lot of dice things in general. But,
with dice in the name, we knew that Casey was not going to be a huge fan.
It's really neat, all the different things it does do. It's a little hard to keep track of sometimes, like the timing of things and when does this trigger and what does that mean? But I really like the game too.
Yeah. Yep.
Didn't make my top 10, but I understand.
Yep. So, and there's new Dice Throne stuff coming out that I have also funded.
There is? What is
it? And, there's they're now going to do a kind of almost Halloween kind of, now they're kind of going back in the direction of, King of Tokyo, kind of a headless horseman and a witch person and a this and a that, and it's supposed to come out around Halloween.
That's cool.
And I would like to take a look at Dice Throne Adventures as well as kind of a cooperative thing.
Yeah.
But
what I heard, I don't know if I feel like the missions one is probably a little better. Just from what I've heard.
Gotcha.
But,
Gotcha. My number 10, Dice Throne, in its enlarging kind of world of Dice Throne stuff.
Cool. All right, my number 10 is a game we just reviewed today.
Oh, God.
And it is called Kinfire Delve. Say it with me. Kinfire Delve. A really, really neat card-driven cooperative. I guess you would say... dungeon
sort of dungeon delver.
But it's not like rooms or like
No.
treasure really or
It feels
anything
like a puzzle
that.
to me. You're
Yeah.
just like solving the obstacles that are there.
But in that game, you players are working together. Everybody's got a character, and you're completing challenges. You're fighting things. You're climbing the cliffs of forever, which may come back, and you're fighting an entire orchestra that is one person. And you're trying to complete objectives and get to the bottom of the well, where you fight the well master, and that's like a final boss fight. Takes about an hour. Yeah. Really, really, really solid, clean.
Yeah, well contained, tight.
Really,
simple
really fun
in some ways. Complex in others.
1 to 4 players. There's 3 different little boxes for it, so you can kind of mix and match the characters and the bosses.
So this game kind of probably rocketed up the day I got it, and I played it solo even for the first time. So that's how much I like it.
Pretty new. Came out last year, so it's definitely fresh in our minds in terms of like all the games. But we've been having a lot of fun with it.
So that is my number 10, Kinfire Dell.
My number 10, Pandemic Legacy. There's a few seasons of them now. I haven't played, I don't think I've played, there's a year 0 now. We've done 1. We've done part of 2.
We did part of 2, but
I've done parts of seasons with other people. I found myself, as we're going through all these games, figuring out what parts of them I liked. Like, what is the most memorable thing, or why would I have this on the top 10? And usually it came down to sort of like how well designed a game is. Like, do I think this game is good? Is it well made? Are the components good? Versus how fun it is. There's some games that are just so fun that it doesn't matter if there's not really a whole lot of design to it. It's just fun to always break out and play. And then sort of a third factor for me was like the memory of it, the nostalgia, or like my personal experience with it.
Yeah, that's what.
And that was a big piece of this, and I think is kind of a big piece of a lot of legacy games. Is you're sort of committing to doing this thing on a regular basis, and it's evolving as you go through it. And sort of that whole time of playing it is what really made it stand out as like a top 10.
Yeah. Well, and I wonder too, you know, if you play a game with a different group of people, you know, that it may rank higher just because that group of people, when you played with it, you guys were all in a good mood, or everybody just kind of had that, you know, kind of chemistry, and it just made the whole thing
definitely
more fun.
Yeah.
I bet the group that we had.
The group a lot, and then because of the legacy part, so like even base Pandemic is a really good game, and I enjoy it too, but we had a few of those on this list, and I was like, Legacy just kind of beats all the other Pandemic versions I played. Which is fun because it adds more layers of complexity to it, and the changing nature of it isn't just we'll replay it and the random part is what's different. There's going to be new stuff showing up all the time.
Maybe we should do one of those.
Well, we've been playing Chronicles, which is
it's
another
legacy.
legacy style game.
But when we first played that one, I just remember being like
it's probably one of the first legacies we touched.
Board games could do this. Like this is like totally like something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that like a novelty with it too. But yeah, I agree with you. It was
very fun. That's my top 10.
There we go.
Number 10.
Number 9.
Number 9 for me is Tale of the Arabian Nights, which is no longer in print. Actually, it's not being produced. I read recently, and it's it's almost not a game as much as it is sort of like
craziness.
like storytelling kind of fun that happens all together, and there's kind of like anomaly, a goal objective. You're trying to do this first, but it's really like who has the most interesting stories to it. I've really enjoyed playing the game, even when horrible things happen to you. In fact, it's almost more fun when horrible things happen to you. But it's like the most in-depth, like choose your own adventure with some randomness in it type of thing. I love I think I love the theme of it, so I've really enjoyed that game.
Yeah. They did have, and I think it's out now, they did come out with a new version of it.
Oh,
And it's called
okay.
Tales of the Arthurian Knights.
Oh.
Knights. My
Is all King
understanding
Arthur
is...
themed then? Like
It
did
just
they
doesn't
switch
seem-
it all?
That just doesn't seem like it would be as
So,
fun.
my understanding is it's not.
Yeah.
And because part of the charm of that game, Tales of the Arabian
Is the
Nights, is that
crazy
it's just
wonder.
so weird. Like, just such
Yeah.
like weird things happen.
Well, and it has some like mythology in it, like
Yeah.
Aladdin's in there,
Right.
and like all this stuff.
And my
which
understanding
kind of
is with the
helps.
new one that a lot of that may be not really there, but like we said, like what makes that so fun is like from the Arabian Nights stories, like it's just such like off the wall,
Yeah.
crazy things.
Yeah,
happen.
I mean, I remember, you know, storylines that we've gone through
Yeah,
and things, and with that, and you know, and again, a non-competitive, non-goal game. I think you could pull that one out at any
Yeah.
time and have a lot of fun with that. And even people that, you know, have never played it or aren't much in
Yeah.
the way
Yeah.
of gamers.
I remember.
It gets an easy entry.
I remember one time, like the first turn, I got put in prison.
I was
Didn't
going to
even
mention
leave-
that because like the whole game,
my home.
you're just trying to talk to the guards and weasel
Yeah,
your way
and just
out
and
like,
I'm just
break out of
failing.
the
It's like,
cell.
hey, can I get out this way? No.
No.
Like,
You remember?
oh, the guard's gonna let you out. Oh, he catches you and like whips you and throws
Puts you
you
back in
in
jail.
like,
Right.
even a a worse cell or
Well,
something.
and then, you know, there's aspects to it that are discovered like you know, this has happened a couple times, and it's like, do you accept your death or do you try to escape?
Yeah.
And I accepted my death one time, and it led to this whole other adventure where I became this
Yeah.
cannibalistic creature in a pit.
Oh,
and
man.
and you remember that?
I must not have been there for that one.
No, you were.
I feel like well.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Memorable
it
to
happened.
Some, not to others.
Cool.
Yeah.
So your
Number nine
Nine.
is Tale of the Arabian Nights.
my number 9 is a game you guys have not played.
You guys
Saw-
meaning me and Casey?
Yes.
No, everyone in the
Right,
world.
everyone.
No, I
you-
was just gonna
nobody-
say,
One
only
person
me.
has played it.
Only me. I got this on a whim. I had a day where I went to Second and Charles, and they have a bunch of like used games and stuff there. And I saw this game in there, and I was like, that game looks kind of interesting. And then I went to Cafe Rio, had a burrito, did research on it, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go
Like the
get this game.
background.
And this game is called Forgotten Depths. And it is a dungeon crawl. This is a dungeon crawl proper
Okay.
for only 1 to 3 players only. And there's only 3 characters in it. There's like a fighter, a wizard, and a rogue. And that's it. I mean, like, you know, usually games nowadays you have like 10,000 different things to pick from. This is it. And that's kind of what I really like about this game. Everything is like stripped down to just its functionality.
Okay.
And so in this game too, there's kind of 2 things you're doing. One thing is it is a cooperative dungeon crawl, but your party, your fighting party is represented by a little lantern miniature. That's the only miniature in the game too, and no dice.
Great.
Okay.
But no minis.
No
Only
minis,
one.
which is good.
Are you okay?
Well, we'll get to that later. But and you have a stack of cards, and you're arranging the party's exploring the dungeon, but they're pulling cards and they're like paths. So like it might be like an L shape or like a plus
Okay.
sign or a curly thing. And so you are moving through the dungeon, moving along these paths, and you can lose though if you ever can't add a new path. So that's another way to lose,
Okay.
or if you die by fighting monsters. So on the way, also these paths, some of them have like little nodes, and if you match them up in certain ways, that unlocks another like bonus room you can go into, and this does this whole unique thing. And sometimes you go on another side quest. And then I got the 2 expansions for it after I got it, because I was like, this game is awesome. And then
How come you haven't ever played it with us?
I know.
well, we
It's in
just
your top
haven't. I
10.
know. I just
We've never
haven't
played it.
had in the time, but like the expansion adds like a whole nother way to win. Like you like blow up the dungeon instead of having to like fight the boss.
Okay.
And then this other expansion is like you can go on the side quest to get like this ultimate like armor thing. But the combat in it is really cool too, because when you're fighting a monster, you're gonna play 2 cards, and then they play 2 cards face down, and you flip them over, and you see if they're tied. If one of them are tied, you can choose to like block, so nobody takes any damage. But if the monster has a higher card, like an 8, let's say, and you have like a 5, well, you take the entire 8 damage. But then you'll return the difference of that card. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So
like
you'll be free back.
Built-in kind of thing.
But yes, but they do the same thing. So but it's just that combat thing is really neat and it works well. And different items are like, oh, add this 5 card to your deck. But it's very, very slick, streamlined, really, really fun game. And the art is really stripped down too. It's almost like the art is almost like it came from like a 16-year-old who is like a really, really, really good art student.
But needs a little bit of world experience.
Well, yeah. It's almost like colored pencil kind of look, but like they're really good at it. You just gotta play it, and I don't see a lot of buzz about this game. And
is it pretty new?
No, probably at least 5 years old.
Kind of a hidden
but
gem, sort of.
Yes, I hope we get to play it one time.
What's it called again?
It's called number 9, Forgotten Depths.
Forgotten Depths. Okay.
Great. My number 9 is called Celestia.
Oh, wow.
We played this before.
Higher up, but this was
higher
one of
up?
the ones that I thought.
This was hard. I had a lot of like head-to-heads where I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
How can I demote one of these just to make the other one claim its rightful position? But Celestia is sort of a push your luck game. Everyone's in an airship trying to go as far as they can.
Yeah.
But you have limited resources in terms of cards for like how you can overcome the objectives to move further. So you're going to roll the dice and you get a certain amount of things you have to overcome. And by playing cards, you can do that and go further. Each round, each player in turn becomes the captain though. So it's up to the rest of the table to decide, do I have faith in this captain to make sure we can move on to the next spot? And it doesn't take too long to play, but it's a very risk it for the biscuit kind of game.
Yeah.
Because at any point you can jump out and claim the treasure that's there, or you can decide to go farther and see how far you can get. If the ship crashes, then it all resets and you do a new voyage. So kind of card county because you kind of can see what people have been playing. Oh, Eric only has 2 cards left in his hand, so he's probably not going to be able to get too far. So I'm going to jump out.
What's really cool about that game is like every time though you stay in it, there's always a chance that you could just make it to the top.
Yeah,
with just pure luck.
There's a blank side of the die, so when you roll the like obstacles you have to overcome, might be nothing. Hey, here we all go.
You may have the easiest.
You never really
ever.
know.
Yeah. No, that's pure. What do you call it? Push your luck, risk it for the biscuit. Like distilled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun because you're kind of all in the same boat. Pun not really intended, but like if it crashes, you're all just reset. So it's makes it almost feel cooperative, kind of, but not really. But you're like, okay, I'm leaving
to a point. Yeah. I've cooperated enough.
Bye-bye. See you later. Yeah. So that's my number 9, Celestia.
Cool.
All right.
Number 8.
Down to our 8 round here. I have kind of like, there's 2 games that I feel like are just skinned differently. There's the Resistance and Avalon. Together, they're both social deduction games where, you have 8 people and 5 of them are kind of good guys are on one side and 3 are sort of spies working against the other people. And you vote and do different things that could kind of, figure out who maybe isn't on your side, and you've got to be more successful than unsuccessful, essentially. The Resistance is kind of like a sci-fi futuristic kind of take on the world, and Avalon is more like a King Arthur kind of element to it, and they each have like different little things that you could add to it to one, like the Merlin in the Avalon version of the game versus the Resistance.
The base Resistance had any special powers?
I don't think so. I think the Merlin, there was like an assassin or something too that was a separate.
Right, there was a card of there was a card of like a special judge person that
and then
that
it had like
added
bonus
some
abilities. I think that was all separate.
Yeah.
additional to the base game.
But-
Is this your favorite social deduction?
I would say, yeah, it's definitely the one that I've played the most, and so I'm most familiar with. I haven't played a ton of social deduction games, but I was formerly a theater teacher with in the public schools for 27 years, and I would actually play this with some of my acting classes on how do you act like you're innocent when you're not, and how do you convince people of things. And so it was a fun exercise for us to do, and so I played it with my students as
You
well.
trying to get me in fame, or are we just friends? Oh, sorry.
He was our drama teacher.
That's right. I'm retired. Brave. Yes. Resistance / Avalon.
Good choice. That was one of the games that got me into gaming. One of the three. One of the OGs.
Good sort of party game. You
Yeah.
can get a lot of people involved.
That game will always have a special place in my heart. Not my top 10, but
I was just thinking about it. I was like, I don't remember where that placed, because that's way up there for me, too.
Yeah.
And it's not in my top 10 either. But fantastic game. Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Are you throat singing?
Hamburger, hamburger, hum, hamburger, 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 hum, hamburger, hum.
Imperium. The original one.
Oh.
Oh.
Dune Imperium. No.
Not Dune Imperium.
Not old Dune.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
because now there's Dune Imperium Uprising.
Yeah.
I like the first one. Hot take. Okay.
I'd probably agree.
You played this one.
This is the one that Mike has, right?
He has both.
Okay.
The one
And
the
there's-
one I have too is
You're talking about the
original.
base game without the expansions? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
Or-
it's a little complicated. There's almost like a
Sort of.
sister game to this now, and it's called Dune Imperium Uprising. And it's people say it's almost kind of like a patch to the old one. There's a lot the same about that game, but then there's a lot just like tiny bit different.
Yeah.
Were they?
But I wasn't really sold on that.
Have they both come out since the movie came out, or is one
Yeah.
older than the movies? Okay.
Basically, the Dune Imperium, the one I'm talking about, is like the first kind of movie,
Mhm.
and Dune Imperium Uprising is like the second kind of movie because you can like blow up the shield wall.
Right.
There's a little bit more about like the Fremen and the worms and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
There's a little more emphasis like on the combat. Like there's more
Yeah.
ways
Oh.
but
for it
Okay.
to go.
'Cause I played it with you and Mike, Casey. I don't remember
Yeah.
which version we played.
I think the
we
first
played the
one-
original
first
one.
one. Okay.
I've only played that second one, and I wasn't really sold on it. I'm sorry. And I like it with the Rise of Ix expansion too. That just gives you a little bit more. There's this whole like extra like technology thing that you can buy now, and it sort of fixes some of the other more boring spots on the board, makes them a little bit more exciting. But yeah, and it's just a really, really good.
Yeah, I all three of us love Dune, the original novel, and obviously the new movie.
My favorite IP.
As well, and so I think that has certainly tainted our view. I mean, obviously, sometimes IP, whether it's Star Wars, superheroes, Marvel, this, that, whatever,
Oh, sure.
can certainly impact
Yeah.
how much you enjoy a game.
Yeah. No, the theme
Yeah.
on that game is just like
Really
ripping
good.
off of
So
it.
worker placement plus sort of deck building.
Yes, it's a deck builder / worker
Combined.
placement. You're buying cards to then put your agents out on the board to like get spice. It's very much like a you're behind the curtain, like haha, I'm going to get the Duke one day, then
And you're winning faction favor, like with the Fremen and the Bene Gesserit and stuff.
Yes, you're getting
Moving up on those
favors
tracks.
from people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying
So
to
it
be
really, if I remember right, I mean, it really has a good depth of knowledge of the world, of
yeah.
the system, of the aspects that are there. And so
And
if
it's-
you enjoy that.
Yeah, and the art
great.
and the look and the feel of it is more the movie
Mhm.
than the book. But I mean, I really like the movies.
Yep.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
My number 8, Dune Imperium OG.
Yeah. My number 8 is we'll stay on the desert theme with Forbidden Desert.
Oh wow! I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah. Cooperative game.
That's a good choice, Casey.
You crash in the desert and you have to find the pieces of your broken airship to escape the desert. You're kind of fighting the elements the whole time.
Yeah.
There's like sand coming down, which you have to unbury stuff to find the pieces of the ship. There's equipment and stuff that help you fly around. There's tunnels you can hide in to avoid the sun.
Yeah.
I like it because it's pretty challenging. Like we haven't won it a whole lot. So the few times that you do win are like, okay, that was an accomplishment. Each player has their own kind of role of like, am I better at carrying water? Am I better at digging sand? So you can kind of optimize with your group how you're going to go about spending your actions. I like desert in particular over, there's a lot of forbiddens now. There's Forbidden Jungle, Forbidden Island, Forbidden Sky.
Which I never played that.
So they're all a little different, but the desert one in particular has
And
like
these
a
all come like in a
sandstorm.
tin? They're all like in a tin.
Yeah,
kind of game?
they at least did. I don't know about now.
I think they still do. Sky, I think, didn't have a tin, but
No,
some of
did
the
they
other
not?
ones
Okay.
do.
No.
So like the sandstorm's moving around the whole time, which adds some randomness to where you can go and how buried you are by the deep desert.
I remember me and Mike were playing this at I think it's still called the Mirage. It's like, it's like that. It's like this pool hall, like beer drinking. Yeah,
It's like just off of Wadsworth down by
yeah.
school.
It's like a pool hall, like
Um,
darts, like kind of place for like. There's like a lot of leather and we're over
only
in the
like
corner.
it's sort of like a little disheveled and run down.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a dive bar, absolutely.
Yeah.
But we're in the corner playing. And I remember having a blast too. Yeah. How do you feel about teaching this game to like new people?
I love it because it's
do
pretty straightforward. Like you lay out
It
the
is.
board and then you just get actions. It's like, okay, do your 4 actions.
Yeah.
And they're pretty simple actions like move over here, dig sand. So it moves pretty quick.
It does.
The harder part is like everyone has a water gauge, and if somebody runs out, they die of dehydration, and that's the end of the game.
All right.
So you're having to like trade
Long
water
balls in
and
there.
try and like move around together and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to set up and get going.
And one of the coolest like little toys.
That's true.
Oh,
The
yeah.
airship
Like that little
itself has all
airship.
the little pieces that
Yeah.
you put back into it
But
to
that
assemble
propeller
it. Yeah,
breaks every time.
it's good.
Everybody's propeller is broken.
I'm sorry.
If your propeller is not broken, send us a picture.
Yeah. I'm seeing a theme. Do all my games have airships? Like Celestia,
Oh, wow. I think
so.
Forbidden Desert. Pandemic, I guess, didn't have airships, but
Maybe it
we
should.
just
Maybe
didn't
it
unlock
should.
it.
yeah, true. Could be in there.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my 8. Forbidden Desert.
Forbidden, nice. Moving right along.
All right.
Number 7.
For number 7, I have Sheriff of Nottingham, which, I really kind of wanted to look at a wide array of style of games, and Sheriff of Nottingham is just straight up a bluffing game. It's fun. It's easy to play. There's expansions to it, and I've played it with my wife and son. I've played it with these guys. You could play it with quite a number of people or few people, and it's just fun. Bluffing, lying, tricking, messing with people as you try to kind of win at the game. And it's got some nice stuff to it, like little velvet bags that you put things into it. And so it's got some nice pieces to the game. But I just always remember laughing and having a great time messing with each other and playing that game.
It is a game that generates a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
And the way I like to sell it to people is it's a TSA, the board game.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a sort of fun ridiculousness to it. Because
Like,
each
hey,
round, someone's the sheriff. Everybody else is trying to sort of smuggle in
And the
their
things
stuff.
that are illegal are so funny because
Right.
Pepper.
It's like pepper.
Right. Seasoning?
You're right. Yeah, and it's like pumpernickel bread.
No.
This kind of cheese is fine. This
But-
cheese is
Yeah,
illegal.
yeah.
No.
So, yeah, no, that's a good choice, guys. It's a game I've had for a long time, and I'm like, should I get rid of that? I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah.
You got to keep it.
I have it. Feel free to let yours go.
No, I
have
I
it too.
personally
I
just
have it too.
need to have it. Yeah.
My number 7 was probably my number 1 game for the longest time.
Ooh.
Shadows over Camelot. There were 3 games that got me into the hobby. Pandemic. I was like, oh my god, you can do this. The Resistance. Oh my god, that's so cool. And then I got Shadows over Camelot, which is hilarious because they're kind of a mixture of Pandemic and
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't played that in
Persistence
a
a little
long
bit.
time.
What, Shadows?
Shadows? Yeah.
We played at Mike's house, God, probably a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just so much fun. I love Battlestar Galactica too, but this is the quintessential game of that. Basically, you're going around, you are trying to work together to solve problems in the realm. You have to joust the Black Knight, and really you're just doing this by coming up with various
Playing cards.
poker hands cooperatively, but you're fighting the Saxons, and then you're going on the quest for the Holy Grail. But somebody, in the way we play it, there's always a traitor, and they're the ones sort of screwing everything up. And as they become revealed, your hopes start to dwindle.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not the end of the game when they're revealed.
No.
They just sort of take
And
on
they
a
can
different
still
role.
mess with
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
So, but the game always ends with, it has almost like a party game vibe to it.
Yeah.
And it plays up to 7 players, and it plays them really, really well. And that's
It's good
really
for bigger
rare.
groups.
It's really rare too. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. It's a really good game for that. It's hard to find.
You still have your copy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ever that.
But if you get your hands on it, you will not be
Yeah.
disappointed. Old game too, probably at least 20 years old now, I want to say.
Wow.
But still holds up.
I
My
can
number-
tell. 7.
7. Shadows.
I know we always enjoy it because we talk about it so much after.
Yeah.
Like you play through the
Oh,
game,
so many-
find out the traitor
so
and stuff, and then
memorable.
they're like, I can't believe you did
I have
this.
so
And
many-
how did we not accuse you?
Yeah.
Partway through the game, you get to start like accusing each other of being the traitor.
Yeah, right.
And if you accuse wrong, it's
yeah.
really bad.
Yes,
so
it
you're
is,
like
yes.
trying to be careful about who you're evil eyeing and
Uh-huh.
stuff. So yeah, very good game.
So many good memories.
My number 7, this is gonna be a wild one, is Anomia.
Gesundheit.
Wow.
So I
Have you
talked
played this
about.
I have no idea what he's talking
Oh no, we got to play. It's sort of the
Yeah.
quintessential like party game kind of. It's cards. So Anomia.
It's very much a party game.
Anomia
It
is a
party
medical term for being tongue-tied.
game. Yes.
Knowing the answer to something, but you can't communicate it. And it's one of those games where there's like almost no design.
Yeah.
You draw a card. It has
That's
a
true.
category on it. And if my symbol matches yours, I have to name your thing before you name my thing.
Gotcha.
So it's just quick fire duels between players. But then you can like cards can stack up. So you might have this chain reaction of like, I have to name your thing and then name that thing. And so I've just never had a bad time with it. Like
That's true.
even people who are like, I hate board games, I hate card games. I'll throw Anomia in front of them with their family, and it's just there's always laughing, there's always crazy shouting. It's fun every time.
That game always did well. Except at one time, I taught it one time
Somebody didn't like it?
to they were like it was like a middle school kid, and like.
Are you guys
and
talking about
then-
when you guys are working at the board game
No,
cafe?
well, at Board Game Republic. I mean, this went over great.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I saw it, and it was a really good one to teach. But like just one time, we were on like a family trip or something. I was teaching like a middle school kid and like a high school kid and like their mom, and like it was like me and like my mother-in-law or something like that. And
You just
I'm
weren't
trying
into
to
it
play
at
it,
all?
and the two middle school, high school kids, they just could not understand when the symbol matches, say the other
the thing.
person's thing. Just couldn't get that.
That's the whole game.
Yeah, but I still own it because it's a great game.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's tiny, it's portable, so you can just
I've only
carry
had
this
one bad
box around.
but I remember that bad experience.
Yeah.
because you've only had the one.
Because I've only
Yeah.
I wondered about this top 10 list thing just for the three of us of that. I wonder how many games I'm going to come out of this with that we haven't played together.
Well,
that
sure, like
we
Forgotten
want.
Depths.
Yeah.
Like I
Well, nobody's
absolutely
played
want
that.
to try it now.
Nobody.
Nobody in the world. has played
All
that
right.
game.
Not even the design.
Number 6.
Into our round of six. I could have went with a couple of Western themed games. We have several. I think Bang is in this category as well. Isn't that the one with the
Bang the
bullets?
dice
The dice,
game
yeah.
or Bang the regular game?
I think only Dice was on the list.
Yes. Anyway,
Okay.
I actually
better
picked Colt Express, which is on a on a train, and it's how it was originally explained to me. Yes.
Is this Colt Express the original, or Colt Super Express?
Super Express. Yeah.
That's the one you have.
That's the one I have. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a couple different versions
Where
of
the
the
box
game.
is like this big.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so number one, it's simple. It's super easy to set up, super easy for everybody to kind of understand. It plays super quick. You go through rounds with it. But how it was explained to me the original time that I was about to play it was that you program in the actions of your character. Like you said, they're going to move forward, and then they're going to shoot, and then they're going to duck, and then they're going to jump, and then they're going to do this. And based on what you're trying to predict what other people are going to do, so that you get your character in the right spot to survive, right? And you could get shot and get off the train, or you could be on the end of the train and be lost. And
There's a lot of different
lots
ways
of
to
different
die.
things can happen, but just a fast playing, fun game that there's little add-ons that you can do, and some we like and some we don't. But Super Colt Express, little game, big fun.
I think it is Colt Super Express.
Okay, whatever. I'm glad that was
The bigger
important
one, the
to
bigger
bring
one
up.
doesn't have the actual train, does it?
Colt Super Express
That one.
is just cards, I believe.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the original?
Yes, I played the
yeah.
original, and then when the
I-
new one came out, we kind of were like, "This is a little
absolutely.
more efficient and
Way
faster."
more.
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a good choice.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I own a copy, and I'm not getting rid of that anytime soon.
No, it's super cheap too. I mean, it's like $15,
Great
something like
value,
that,
yeah.
$12.
Again, a very party-esque feel. Fun, laughing as people die.
Right. Yeah.
My number 6 is probably my favorite, I guess, Euro game, which is weird to say. I've always liked Sid Meier's Civilization 5.
The video game.
The computer game.
Okay.
Yes. This is not that.
What's a video game?
Right, good. People will love you saying.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is called Path of Civilization. You have tried to get I tried to get you to play this. We will play it eventually. You've played it.
I was very impressed. I was surprised. I don't think it's in my top 10, but I was like,
This is
why
another
this so
game.
high?
Wait,
I know.
It's good.
This is another game I got on a whim.
was it just like you showed it to me and it looked boring, and I was like, "Let's play something else," or what?
It looks a little boring.
It looks
And
a little
actually-
heavy too on first glance.
It does.
like,
It does.
really?
It
Do we
looks,
need to create
it
all
looks
this
like it's going to take
civilization?
like 3 hours. It takes probably as long as like a Ticket to Ride, and I think it's kind of on that level.
Yeah, in terms of complexity.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
But and one of the things kind of negative about it was the designer for some reason went with all like AI art, which at the time wasn't that really maybe not that big of a deal, but now it's like AI and it does look a little not good. But in the game, basically all you're doing is on your turn you're choosing like how you want your civilization to like evolve. Or do you want to go for like government or writing or like war or religion or like industry?
Sounds a little like Seven Wonders.
It's very, I think Seven Wonders is-
I put it in that kind of category.
yeah, there's a little bit of that, but this is more like you're getting cubes to like spend cubes and get more cubes.
Yeah.
But you're like developing your civilization, and then like you can really focus on different things. You want like to go on. There's all these different tracks. There's like a religion track. There's like a war track. There's like a government track.
There's a lot of different ways to win.
Yes, and if you can hyper focus on things too, if you want to, and still get rewarded, the game like feels good to play because you're always getting something cool on your turn.
Yeah.
And turns are
It's
simultaneous.
just kind of optimizing
nice.
how it's going to play out.
Yeah. But and then you can also like recruit leaders. So your civilization, you could have like the internet and like
Mother Teresa
yeah, a
helps.
nuke. But like Mother Teresa's like running your,
Right,
your
right.
government, you know. And
Mother
you're like-
Teresa, fire!
yeah. But just really fun, neat game.
Yeah.
And then you're also going through like different like events in history. So it's like, but some of the events are like haven't happened. Like there's like a final event that you could pick that's like a Terminator apocalypse.
Oh,
kind of
really?
thing, yeah.
Like
And,
AI
like,
decides
yeah,
to
AI,
kill you,
yeah,
which
and-
is sort of fits because they drew the
Because of
picture.
AI.
Yeah, they drew the pictures.
That was the first domino.
Yeah. We haven't had a single game so far repeated, have we?
Not yet.
Yeah.
My number
Six.
six.
Yes.
Path of Civilization. If you like civilization games, if you like breezy, sort of Euro games that aren't too heady but still fun and involving, this is a great one.
I'll do one last thing to sell Path of Civilization.
Great.
My society developed the nuclear bomb before they knew how to read and write. I had like hyper-focused military and 0 on like education.
Right. So that's kind of the fun
that
stuff.
was a crown
So they
achievement.
couldn't even label the button.
Right.
Nope, we just knew what the button did.
Just knew what the
Send
button
it.
Push button.
And I found
So
that
great.
very pleasing
Right.
when we played.
Yes, they knew about
Fair
nuclear
Fission.
tech vision,
but
they didn't know how to read.
what's a letter?
All right.
So that was great. Yeah. My number 6 is Just One. So back to sort of party and social games.
I don't know if I know this one.
I'm sure you have
played
it.
it.
You write on the little
Just explain it. You'll
plastic
Oh,
placards.
yeah. Okay.
It's a cooperative game. Each round you're just trying to get one person to guess a word that's on their card. And then everyone goes around and writes just one clue on their thing to show. The trick is you can't have any matching clues. So everybody confers with each other, and any duplicate clues the guesser doesn't get to see. So you have a limited amount of clues that they get to see in order to guess the word. Again, it can play, I think, up to 8, so it can do bigger groups.
Yeah.
It's cooperative, so everyone can just jump in.
Yeah.
You can kind of decide how long you want to play. Like, how many cards are we going to go through? Do we want this to be 20 minutes? Or we're loving it, let's play for an hour.
Yeah.
So again, very simple, not a lot of design
Super
to
simple.
it, but super fun.
Almost like genius level simple.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, how did they not come up with this before? Like,
yeah.
you give a clue. If you repeat clues, they don't get to see it. I mean, that is such a great
Yeah.
idea.
So then it gets you to move beyond the obvious.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't want to go too far, because then you're like, well, what does that
Still
mean?
needs
Right,
to be
yeah,
useful
it's
to the
confusing,
guesser.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's just so good. Unlike Anomia, this is a game I've not had a negative time teaching somebody. So take that, middle school.
Maybe that's why it's higher on my list.
So
Sure,
your
okay. Number 6 for me was Just One.
All right.
Yo, number 5.
Round of 5. We have our first repeat. My number 5.
Finally, we're getting to
Yeah, my
five.
number
It's gotta
5
be
game
good.
is Kinfire Delve, which Eric mentioned as.
You like that more than me?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't think you really cared for this very much.
It's fun. We've talked about Kinfire Delve already. We enjoy the game. Great
You like
art,
this
great
5 more
concept.
than me.
Yeah. Are you hurt?
No, I'm
Eric
shocked.
is now bleeding.
Yeah.
From this result.
I'm
going.
I'm not expressing my joy while playing the game.
Maybe no. I think it was just the
feeling
review that we
stressed.
just did. You were like, "Yeah, it's good. I like
Yeah.
it." You're like, "It's my 5th favorite game of all time." But
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's one we've been playing recently,
Yeah.
and so
I wonder if that's skewing it
and
for us.
so
Okay.
the newness of it, and we just got some expansions for it. I mean, will it hold up as a top 10 game in
Wait, is
2
this
years?
Delve?
Who knows? Delve.
Chronicles.
Delve. Okay. Delve. So the Delve game that Eric had as his 10th game, I believe. So for me,
By more than me.
number 5, Kinfire Delve.
Wow.
Cool.
I'm shocked. Are you shocked?
Not really, and you'll find out why later.
My number 5 is a classic. People in the community will respect me.
Ooh, that's what we're after.
Chess.
And this is a game.
Chess. Poker.
This is a game called Blood Rage.
Now you played that with us, or with me anyway.
You have not played
Blood
it.
Rage is great.
Yeah.
I love it.
A combat, again, no dice,
Yeah,
which is
great.
kind of, even though I like dice, it's kind of, anyway.
Is this based on a video game?
No.
No, different
No.
thing. Okay.
It's basically
Norse
a
mythology.
dudes on a map.
It's sort of like if
Fighty
Risk was like way better.
Bloodier.
Yeah, bloodier, yeah.
Bloody Risk.
Had
Okay.
Valkyries.
Yes. You are controlling Midgard.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
world
You're-
tree is on
Right.
there.
So
There's
that's
all these
Asgardian.
zones. Vikings.
Oh, it's full on. Viking
it's
mythology.
Norse
Yeah.
mythology
It's
all
like,
the way.
It's like,
Brr.
Fight
but
for
you
honor.
can like recruit monsters on your team, and like
there's like giants hurling boulders.
Yeah, there's giant.
And it's competitive then.
Yes,
So
yes.
you're warring
But
against
what's
one another.
cool about it is that just winning, the really neat thing about it is just winning combat isn't that great, and then losing it isn't necessarily bad.
Yeah, like dying gloriously in combat is a good way.
And
to
there are
points
like
and stuff.
Loki cards where actually you're like, hey, actually I want to die, and if you win, I'll actually get more points than you did. So you're kind of like baiting people out, and you're deciding. And it's also like a drafting game. So you do a draft round, and then with the cards that you have, you're gonna basically just do one thing on your turns, really straightforward.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm doing this, and I'm putting this guy here. Okay, now you go. Oh, now we're here. And then eventually, what's gonna happen is somebody's going to call to battle, where you like fight in there. You compare strength. Everybody plays a card, Cosmic Encounter-ish style, and then you get to add that total to that and see what happens. If you win, everybody else dies and all your guys live. If you tie, though, everybody just dies.
Yeah.
In the middle of everything has like a limit to how many figures can be on the map, but the middle part has no limit, and that's where the really good rewards are.
And so this has a lot of little plastic.
Oh, there's a
figures.
ton of
Okay.
miniatures.
It's mini heaven. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even have like the Kickstarter stuff that's going for like crazy prices right now. There's also a Kickstarter now for Blood Rage Valhalla, which is like kind of a reprint reimagining.
Okay, I was going to ask if it's a
I
new game.
might back it, but it kind of looks a little strange because instead of being like the world, you're fighting in like a house.
What?
It's like
The
That makes
ultimate
no
battlefield.
sense.
it's
It makes
like
no sense
I
at
know,
all.
I know.
You're in a house.
Well, you're like in like the like God's lodge or
Oh,
something, but it's
okay.
like take control of the kitchen and reinforcements in the bathroom.
It almost sounds better. I claim the
So
toilet.
I'm gonna look more into this.
yeah, I think you better.
I probably will back this because I love this game so much and I just want to see how it is. But as is Blood Rage.
It's really good. One note on that one, I love the end. There's like Ragnarok when like all
Yes.
the fallen soldiers like come back for one final battle.
geez.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At the end, some area of the map is going to blow up, but you get points for having people there because they died gloriously in Ragnarok.
We'll have to.
yeah.
You have to play.
Yeah,
with
I
it
think
with me, yeah.
you would really like this
Yeah.
game. Actually,
It's a good one.
Go
It's your
ahead.
number 5.
my number 5 is Blood.
My number 5. LOTTRTTTC.
I thought
Lord
this
of the
one might be
Rings,
on there.
The Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking card game. Another pretty new game. We've been playing this recently, so it probably has some recency bias for us. Another cooperative game. I found a lot of co-op kind of just rising on my list because I like them.
Yeah.
A very subjective thing. So it's a trick-taking game, which is very simple. Play your cards. The highest number of that suit wins the trick. But in this one, there's all these little layers of complexity. So each character has their own little objective. Each chapter of the book that you play through has its own objectives and helps dictate which characters are there.
And however like minute you could think of like the little chapters of like just the first
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings book,
Yeah.
like it's even more specific than
Yeah.
you could possibly imagine. It's like
Yeah.
Bilbo's birthday, and then like
It's a whole game.
then he's just at packing or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, and
Right.
you know, it's
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah,
Sam-
if you're a fan of the books, you'll get a lot out of
Yeah,
it. 'cause
yeah,
There's
if you
stuff
like
in
the-
there that the movies
Right.
don't have, like Goldberry shows up.
No,
Tom
God,
Bombadil
Goldberry.
is in one of
Bombadil,
the
yeah,
scenarios.
yeah.
So
yeah.
especially if you're a fan of like,
Goldberry,
Tolkien lore, it's got
Yes.
a lot of stuff in there for you.
But it's extremely simple, but yet adaptable and very thematic. You feel
Yep.
like it's hard to explain how it works so well.
Yeah. And again, sort of legacy-ish. Like you play through the chapters and it kind of evolves over
Campaign.
time. Things change.
It's a campaign done really well.
Yeah.
Because you can get through it.
Because you can
Yeah.
get through it.
Yeah.
Although, my God, I mean, we've been working on it a long time. I mean,
There's a
what's
lot
the
of
number
chapters
of
in the book.
hours?
There you go.
It's tough. Do you think the Fellowship had it that easy?
Ugh.
They didn't. It's a
Moria's
reenactment.
rough. Yeah.
Moria is really rough.
we're living through their hardships.
And so is
exactly
Sam taking swim lessons, because that was probably a
chapter 29. That's my number 5.
Number 4.
Here we go.
All right, we're into the 4. 4, I have Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Mayhem / Monster Madness.
Oh wow, this is that high.
This is a fun game that I play with my son, where
wacky.
It is wacky. It's you know, you've got different characters and you could play, and it's more fun when you've got like, I'd say 4 or 5 people playing, because you're competing against each other and you're attacking these other people with these classic Dungeons and Dragons characters, you know, the Mimic and the Beholder and dragons, and then you've got, you know, your warriors and all that kind of stuff. But it's a card game, and it's funny, and you play these different attacks.
And take that combat.
Yeah, and you string the attacks together, and you could then at some point, you know, you've got a card where they've got 18 hit points and you've got 2, and you switch them, and you know, and the craziness ensues, and it's fun, it's simple, it's Dungeons and Dragons, it's tongue in cheek, it's funny.
It's funny. It is funny.
You know, like the Mimic is like pretending to be a door, and the Mimic is pretending to be a houseplant, and the, you know, all, you know, it's by Dungeons and Dragons, but making fun of Dungeons and Dragons at the same time, and it's a funny little fun combat.
Great end
game.
of the night.
Yeah,
you know, hey, we have some beer and pretzels.
Yeah.
Again, easy to kind of get on the table.
And I was like, meh. But it is funny too, and it is the humor in it is great.
Yeah.
The gelatinous cube.
Right. Yeah.
All the little, if you know anything about D&D, like there's all these little Easter egg little.
Yeah. Like the gelatinous
homage,
cube gets like a
self-aware.
sugar rush when it and it's got like a little floating skeleton inside of it as it, you know, goes to fight things and whatnot. So yeah, it's fun. And obviously for me, thematic things have been important. Obviously, Marvel stuff. You know, and even though I don't have a Dune game on my list, Dune stuff, Dungeons and Dragons stuff, I like the thematic stuff a lot of times. So that's my number 4, Dungeons and Dragons, Dungeon Mayhem, and specifically with the Monster Madness expansion.
Oh yeah, I own that too. My number 4 is a game that when I saw it, I instantly knew I would love it.
Based on what? The cover?
Based on that it was real time, and it was like a first person shooter. And that game is
Project Elite.
Yes. And here's the thing too. I have not even played the newer version. I've never even played the Simon version. Did you know there's a whole nother version?
That's good, because I don't think the old one's made anymore.
Oh,
It was out
no.
for a long time, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And so was the other one.
Oh.
They had a reprint. They did a reprint of this years after I got this one, and I still haven't.
Well, explain the concept, because it's pretty unique.
Basically, it's survive and do objectives in 8 rounds, and the rounds are timed, and it's 2 minutes each round.
Yeah.
And
Cooperative.
it's 1, 2, 3, go, and you start just
Everybody's
rolling.
rolling. Everybody's doing
And-
stuff all at the same time.
Yes, and there's 5 good sides, but there's one side that's an alien side that moves the aliens closer. If one person dies, or if they get to like your like base escape drop zone or whatever, then you also instantly lose. So everybody is like shooting things, throwing things off the board, saying, "Hey, you got that over there." What's great too is about that game is like nobody can like really alpha game. Nobody can like take control.
Right. It's all live
because there's so much stress going on.
Yeah.
And it's like the closest board game I think I've ever played to like feeling like how like the video game version of it feels a little bit, because you're just like
you have to react right then and there.
Yeah.
You're not really deciding. I mean, you're deciding what's happening, but you just got to kind of like make it happen and keep rolling.
You just have like blinders on and you are just focused on what you're doing. And then when the timer's out, you're like, what did you do?
Right. Oh, why is that alien? Why did that
Yeah.
alien get so
How
far
did
up
you get
there?
hit that many times? Yeah.
I thought you were gonna kill that.
Yeah. And there's bosses that come out and stuff. It's just fun. If that sounds fun to you, or like at all, then you'll like it.
Yeah.
Or
When
if it sounds terrible to you, you won't like it. Like I feel like this
Yeah.
game is either like you
love
really
it or you
like
hate
it, or you're like
You'll
this is
probably
not
know
for me.
after
Right,
one
if you're
round.
like a turn-based, relaxed game player, calm, strategery, that kind of
Yes.
stuff,
I want to
this
build
game
a-
is not for you.
Yeah, I want to build a railroad.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Essex to Tewkesbury. You probably
Yeah, there aren't a whole lot of simultaneous turn-taking timed games. The only one I can really
none
think
that
of,
are really great.
and I want to mention it because I don't think it was on our list, is Magic Maze,
Oh yeah,
which is another
Oh, my
like
God.
timed cooperative game where you're like
Yeah.
all doing things at the same time.
I like that game too, but that game
Um,
also invokes.
It's stressful when
meanness.
something is going right now.
Oh,
right
like
now.
Well, that game has the little like
The
red
gavel of make your friends
yeah,
feel
where
bad.
it's like because like you have everybody's moving in one direction. Like you may be the only person that can move people left, and I'm the only person that can move people up. But you can't talk, and so when like you're moving people around, it's like, hey, this guy needs to go left. But you can't talk.
Yeah.
But the game came with a little
Glare at each
thing
other.
to put in front of somebody and go, hey idiot, hey idiot. And then I've seen people do it and they take it back and they
Yeah.
give it right back. It's like,
They're
no,
like, no.
actually, you're the idiot.
Yeah.
Do you think Project Elite would be better
With
the
the
gavel
gavel,
of
yeah.
lose your friends, make a decision? Probably not because you're not dependent.
Do
on
you have
each
time to
other.
do that?
No.
I would have time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
Project
number
Elite,
4, Project.
great game.
Great game. Yeah.
My number 4 is a repeat of one we've had already, which is Sheriff of Nottingham.
Number 4.
I
This
just
is not one
every
I thought
time
for
it's
you.
on the table,
Yeah.
I love it. There's
It's-
so much to
yeah.
it. Like I don't know.
And it's so different depending on the people.
Yeah. It's got
Yeah.
some sort of, you can like
You could play-
improv it and like
Oh,
embody
totally.
the characters.
And you
of, I
could
collected all the cheese.
Just be honest in that game too,
Yeah. There's
and
different ways
still
to
have a
play
good
it.
chance of winning, probably.
Like you mentioned, it has sort of a tactile feel to it. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're physically bringing the cards in. You physically put them in your pouch. You have to decide how much
Right.
you want to lie, how much you want to smuggle. It's just a good sort of risk-taking social game
cool.
that seems to always work whenever I play it.
Wow.
Number 4.
Flying along now.
Number 3.
A couple of years ago,
I'm scared.
Eric, he opened up the world of Kickstarter and backing games to me.
Oh,
And this led me down
you should apologize.
a dark hole. And that dark hole
That was not the intent.
is called Marvel United. And
I
I
thought this
have
would
boxes upon boxes upon boxes, hundreds of miniature figures.
You
of
have everything?
supers. No, I don't have everything because I had to draw a line somewhere.
Did you
because
get
but-
the DC United?
yes, yes, yes.
He says,
So now I can
head
play
down.
Batman.
So yes, so the whole, but it's actually a wonderful game system as well. It's extremely simple, but so thematic. With everything from the giant Galactus that's this big that I've painted to, little villains that do various things. That the game system works mostly on symbols and with cards, and yet with how the villain acts and the things that your little guy can do, like Nightcrawler from X-Men can pop around the board because he could teleport, and the way that they've made it so thematic that it feels like you're playing with these heroes, that you're playing with these villains, and they go into such detail. I mean, I have hundreds of figures, and I've painted so many of them.
Send me
And-
pictures of your stuff and I'll put
yeah,
it on there.
and I haven't even played with these guys. I mean, we've got World War Hulk, we have Civil War, we have, there's so many more, villains. There's boxes I haven't even opened yet. And so part
You and the
of
rest of
my
us.
retirement was going to be dedicated to painting Marvel United miniatures, and I've been a
Full-time
failure
schedule.
at that. so far, but I need to get back to it. But the game itself is fun. Even if you just get like a single box, just the X-Men or just like the basic Avengers box, it's still it's fairly inexpensive. You don't have to paint the things, but it's a game that you can play with your kids, and it's fairly fun to do that. Or you can play it with mega nerds that are super into all the Marvel stuff like I am.
And then some of those bosses are way harder than some of the other ones.
And so it's a fun game, but it is also a dark hole that will swallow your soul and your pocketbook completely. And yes, so then being a comic book guy that I am, I did do the Kickstarter for DC United. So then you've got your Superman, Batman, et cetera, et cetera. But I really tried to limit what I was getting. But I will have more figures to paint on top of the figures that I haven't painted. Marvel United.
Don't worry, this is a stretch goal box. I'm just gonna say it's amazing everything they have done with that design space with that game. I mean, it's just very straightforward, easy system, and they've done so much with it.
They really think about how to make it feel like you're playing this hero or against this villain. I mean, super thematic.
I like that recommendation. It's a black hole.
Do you like that
it's
game?
awful. It's my number 3.
It's my number 3 top 10 game.
I have played it. I haven't played it, obviously.
You have not played it?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
we played this like at like a hotel room.
Yeah, it was Mike's bachelor party.
That's when we're not, playing Forbidden Desert,
we just
at a biker billiards bar. We're at a casino playing Marvel United at a bachelor party.
We really nerded ourselves out there, right? Yeah, instead of strippers, whores, and coke, we're doing Marvel United.
We're being
We should do that more and record it like.
Yeah.
Here we are playing Forbidden Desert. Bikers going by.
We did play some craps that weekend. I won $90. I was delighted.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then it was back
to the room.
Eric almost lost his mortgage.
I did, yes. But it's fine. I bounced back. Ascension Tactics is my number 3. You and I have played this. This one, I haven't recently, I have now recently, but for a long time there, I had to play a lot of games solo. I had little kids, I had a lot of responsibilities, and I had a weird work schedule. So I played a lot of games solo. Ascension Tactics was just such a great solo game. And you know what's funny? I've not even played regular Ascension. Think about that. This is basically... My roots, I feel, as a gamer are from Magic the Gathering. And I can't, you are who you are in this world. And I guess that's who I am. Because there's a lot of Magic the Gathering-esque-ness to this. But basically what it is it is a deck builder that is also kind of a small arena skirmish combat style thing. And it works great solo, and it works great 1v1. Mike and I actually both really like playing this game too. But there's a ton of heroes that come in. It's like 30 heroes or something like that. And it's just such a breezy, easy, fair system. I just had a lot of fun with it. So I was surprised to see it this high, but I also understand why. So that's number 3, Ascension Tactics. And Ascension Tactics Inferno coming out soon. I will be getting that.
Check it out.
Not a Kickstarter, just to go buy it.
I think it was a Kickstarter, but I missed it. But I'll track it
down. Great.
Casey,
my number 3 is a big one. It's a big one for us, and it's big, physically big. Kinfire Chronicles.
Oh my god!
So we talked a little bit about Delve.
Yep.
Co-op, dungeon crawler, go down the well, fight the monsters. Kinfire Chronicles kind of takes that combat formula and blows it up into a huge RPG-style campaign. And sort of deck buildery, like you add new cards into your deck. It has story scenarios that you work through. It's the same characters that you have from Kinfire Delve, but they have their different abilities. The combat is expanded. You have like ranges and stuff. The monsters have their own abilities.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons in a box. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that only with the Kinfire theme with its own world, but it's like being able to role play, but with the system itself, dungeon mastering for you.
Yeah.
Big but digestible, and you can get through it.
Yeah,
which is
the little scenarios
for a
don't
campaign.
take a ton of time,
No.
so you can kind of do it in bite-sized chunks.
No.
Similar to one of yours, I knew just looking at the box and like the components,
You're like,
I was like, I'm gonna like
I'm
this.
in. Yeah,
It looks gorgeous. Everything in there is well
One
made.
of the cool things about that game too is like how big it is, how much is going on. So I never felt overwhelmed playing it. Like it doesn't add so much like rules or extra things.
It's efficient.
It very much so, especially for the kind of game because it is this overarching grand narrative.
Yeah. Like the maps are all in like a little atlas, and you just flip to the page and boom, and then you put your little tokens on there and you move them around and boom, it moves on. Everything's sort of packaged individually, even in the big box, as well.
Yeah, the design is really good. Just laying things out. The game board is like the lid, so you just take it off and it's ready to go.
Yeah, elegant design.
I think like you said, when we were playing, it has it has almost like a video game.
Yeah,
RPG.
it's sort of built like a video game of like, here's the slots for your stuff, and here's where your cards go.
I think if you
here's
are
where the monsters are,
a video gamer, and you like games like maybe like Skyrim, like Zelda, like
even online D&D stuff. There's a lot of D&D style
those
video
kinds
games
of things.
Dungeons.
I would give it a try. I think you would like that.
Yeah, it's got a cool turn system. So again, it's cooperative. But every turn you're pulling a thing out of the bag, so you might get 4 turns in a row, and then the monsters might get 4 turns in a row.
The bag thing is my favorite part about that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got to kind of plan on like, how are we going to use our resources, all this stuff. It's got some legacy to it, so it kind of grows and changes over time.
But not like too much. Not like
not
crazy.
ridiculous. Just enough to kind of keep it fresh every time.
Good.
And that's why it was my number 2 game. So
Number 2.
we have Kinfire Chronicles as 3.
There's the thumbnail.
Kinfire Chronicles as 2. So obviously we've been playing a lot of Kinfire related games lately with the Delve and the Chronicles. 2 different, very different styles of games, but the Chronicles, we've just covered it. It's, I played Dungeons and Dragons, for years, when I was in high school and college, and always enjoyed that, and being able to kind of have a similar campaign type experience, but simplified and sort of modernized and different, but you get a lot of the same feels from being able to play it. And so Kinfire Chronicles is my number 2 game, and so
you like that more than Delve?
I do. I do. I just feel like
you like the grander.
We've invested more into it. Yeah, I mean, Delve is fun. For the standalone kind of one thing that it is in a way, but it's sort of like once you play it, it's kind of done. Whereas Chronicle stays with us, and we're always like, hey, what did we do last time, and what did we got to do, and then hey, in that one town we visited this guy's. It's a campaign, and so there's more to it, and I've enjoyed that. Yeah, very much.
Might be another one of those where the factor is the situation, like the situation of us playing it continually.
Yeah.
Helps it.
Sure.
A little bit, like we've had a good time.
Yeah, we've been able to have a regular time where we've been able to get together and game, which hasn't not been the until this last year and a half has not been the case. And regular time gaming is, I think, really important. And so it's been
helps
great.
you get through the campaign though too.
Yeah.
Like if we had played Kinfire Chronicles over 5 years.
Oh yeah.
You'd lose track, and maybe not.
Who the hell is this guy? Why is this guy bothering me? What's going on? Yeah.
Cool.
So 2 for you, Eric.
Great. Doing good, Incredible Dream. My number 2 is also
Kinfire Chronicles.
LOTR TZ X Squeezy FG LM.
It's a long acronym.
Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking card game.
And obviously we make fun of the title because it's so ridiculous.
Yes, it's a very long time.
It's easy to remember.
For all these reasons that were already stated, I think with Kinfire Chronicles, once we're done with it, I'm probably good with that game. I would want to play a new box that comes out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd play
What
that
a
one
replay
again.
of the same one, yeah.
This one, I would replay this again.
Now, see, Casey and I were just talking about that, and we felt the opposite.
felt the opposite,
Yeah.
yeah.
We were like, and once we get through this, I mean, it's like, I don't want to deal with the stress of through that again. I almost have a heart attack every time I have to be Bilbo Baggins, you know.
I would probably
Frodo
want to
or-
play it again, but I'd probably only ever get to like the first couple chapters.
Yeah.
Like unless people are loving it and you want to keep going with
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I guess you could.
It'd be kind of hard with a
I
new
guess
group.
once you played it, you could say, "Hey, let's do," like you could say what we just did today.
True.
Let's do the Balrog battle and just do that in isolation and not have to play
Yeah.
all the things that lead up
If
to it.
everyone's
You could do
familiar
that.
with it,
Yeah.
for sure
Yeah.
you could jump in and just pick a chapter to try.
I would be okay playing with a new group, but I'm really, really, really liking this game, and I can't wait for the Two Towers and the inevitable Return of the King.
Yeah.
And because we're
Is
gonna play
there
all that through that,
is there a
right?
release date for Two Towers yet?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of.
I think
What
early
other-
next year, but
What other is this a new company or what other games does
I
this
don't think
company
so.
do?
I think recently the rights to Lord of the Rings, because it was Fantasy Flight like forever. They had all these big board games
Star
and stuff.
Wars.
Yeah.
And so I think this was sort of a new property use, separate from all that old stuff.
Real quick too, the look of the game is really cool too. I like that kind of stained glass look. It's
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's like it fits, but it's
another
like
one where the
different enough.
components are great.
Yeah.
The little
It's-
tokens are
So
awesome.
it gives you a very, even though you're visualizing some of the movies and whatnot, the aesthetic is very not the movies, and so it definitely gives you a different feel how it's literature based more. So
Number 2, Love Sugar.
That's the one. My number 2, given our number 3 and number 2 and number 5 and number 10, shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But it's Kinfire Delve. So I love both Delve and Chronicles. I think in the head-to-head thing, it put those two against each other, and I was like, well, great. Now I gotta pick. I think I picked Delve over it just because it's easier to get to the table. You can get a lot out of it without committing to playing through multiple scenarios and stuff. It's easier to get other people.
Sing it,
to
sister!
try. And I think it just works. I think the mix and match of the characters and stuff, it's very worthwhile to pick up all the boxes.
So eloquent, Casey. So eloquent.
And I think the streamline of it just put it a little bit ahead of Chronicles. But I'm loving those games. So that's my 2. Kinfire Delve.
Number 1.
number 1 round. Here we go.
Here we go.
So
Final one. Chess.
when I started
number
getting
one.
back into games with these guys, really, and also our friend Michael, one of the first games that we played that I got super addicted to, and I just think is super fun, is King of Tokyo. King of Tokyo is my number 1 game.
All time.
Yeah, I just love it. It's just so much fun, and you've got, you're rolling dice and you're attacking different people, and you've got ridiculous monsters that are attacking each other, and it plays quick, it plays fun.
I think a lot of people are going to agree with him.
It's
It is really good.
It's got the evolution aspects to it, and some of the expansions, and I've gotten some of the other expansions to it. And I just think every time that we have set that game down to play, we laugh, we scream, we cry, we have a great time. I love the theme of it all. I'm a big Godzilla fan and all of that. And I just have tons and tons of fond memories of King of Tokyo. And it's just fun right out of the box. The art is great. The design of the game is great. And I didn't think off the top of my head a non-cooperative game would be one of my favorites, but it almost feels cooperative because you're sometimes cooperating.
Yeah.
Hey,
With
that
people.
guy.
Yeah,
let's
all
beat up on
beating
him.
up on this
Oh, now
one
we'll
guy.
beat up on this guy.
Yeah, exactly. So
Cooperative.
So just a unique game, and
We're working together.
hopefully a variety of games on the top 10 list for me. But King of Tokyo, and I would say I know there's been a couple different versions or updates of it out. I kind of have like one of the older, more original ones that I kind of like the style to that one. And
$5,000. No, not really.
okay.
Yeah, there's a King of New York now.
Yeah, and I
It's
didn't.
quite
while.
different.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy that
Nah,
one
that
as
one was
much.
a little-
I love the streamline, chaotic mess of fun that is the original game, King of Tokyo. So for me, that's one of my that's the top game on my top 10 list.
I think a lot of people are going to agree with you, Scott.
It's a good one. It can play a wide range of players. Like kids will love it.
Yeah.
It has enough to it that like grown-ups can play it
Oh,
and
yeah.
still enjoy it.
Yep. And now
That's
we
great.
come to the opposite.
Yeah, like the
Opposite
most
of
complicated thing.
No, it's not
Imperium.
complicated.
Is this that Galactic Imperium game or whatever it's called?
No, I don't think you
I
guys
don't think
even
it's
know
Twilight
about this.
Imperium.
Oh my god,
So,
Your number one is one we have never heard of.
yeah.
that's insane.
That's
Well,
not, that's
that makes
illegal.
no- That makes no sense.
tell you something. Let me tell you why. Again, when I said earlier, I had to play solo. Okay? And I am a Magic
save
the
you.
Gathering person, I guess, at heart. Although, if I never played Magic the Gathering
Do you
again-
have a bunch of Magic cards?
No.
Oh.
If I was going to say, if I never played Magic the Gathering again, I'd be okay.
There's enough other things now that kind of fill
Just-
that
but-
need.
What that game did and what it like generated for like the hobby
Yeah,
and
for
forever.
sure.
I mean, it can't not be denied, right? And so, but like cards with powers and like cards representing things. No. Okay, this is a game called Skytear Horde.
What?
Okay, it's called Skytear Horde.
Yeah, I know that game.
Skytear Horde?
Skytear Horde. It is so the company that released it, I think they're just called Skytear Games. They had a game called Skytear that's like those miniatures, big fighty, well, maybe Warhammer-ish kind of thing, and something I would totally not go for. Then they
Tabletop war
released this
game?
card game. Yes, then they
Okay.
released this card game that is nothing like the other one, from what I understand. It's called
Cool.
Skytear Horde. Essentially, what it is, it's almost like if you had a version of Magic the Gathering with decks of different factions that were pre-made, Summoner Wars-esque actually.
Okay.
Then you can fight these other pre-made enemy decks against a mixing and matching, what they call the outsider or like the boss, and you just go and you just do that, and it's almost tower defense-y, on top of that too.
And is
Like how
it
you lay
designed?
stuff
Is it designed as a 1 versus 1?
So
kind of
it
game?
is a one. You can do 2-player and I think 3-player as well, like co-op, like maybe like, and then like maybe 2 versus 1 kind of thing. I don't even know if I would want to do that.
You've only played it solo?
Yes,
Okay.
but what is really cool about the game is that it's very quick to set up, and the mixing and matching is just on a whole nother level. All the different factions you can fight against versus all the different bosses that you can take on, and this all can happen in like 30 to 45 minutes, and you just get to it. And I don't know why I like it so much. This is a very personal thing.
Yeah. And while you're feeling personal, I think Casey, I think this is where we'll veto. This is not allowed,
Yeah.
and as Eric's having his personal moment, we'll come up with a better choice for him.
Some games just have sort of a magic to them.
Yes.
though,
Yes.
that you
Well,
can't really define.
This is
You're
a
like,
very-
I just
yeah.
like it.
Well, and that's King of Tokyo for me. It was
Sure.
Yes.
it was my gateway back into playing board games and getting
Right.
into
Yeah.
it. And so it's the time in your life you experience the
Yes.
game sometimes. And so Eric was obviously sad and alone during this phase of his life.
And
But
Skytear
what
Hordes
sort of
and,
solidified it is I backed. It had a little expansion, and then I got it.
So it was your
not
first
that long
Kickstarter?
ago. Yeah.
So he quit the
Mine
Kickstarter
finally,
version
yeah.
with this game,
I can
and
make my own money.
this was maybe a time in his life where he
Yeah.
didn't have a girlfriend or
A wife.
and
This is how when he was alone
Hey.
with his wife and children.
you do you.
Thanks, man.
You do you.
Just look. if you look at Skytear Horde, if you liked Magic the Gathering, I think you will like this game. Okay? But if not, it won't hurt my feelings. It's okay. So my number one game of all time, Skytear Horde. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Before I do my number one, I want to do a quick little honorable mentions thing.
Oh, okay.
Partly just because, like, the number of players you have and stuff really dictate when you're going to play a game, right?
Sure.
If I only have 2 people, all of a sudden every 2-player game rises above everything else in terms of, like, what's going to be fun for that group of people. So I wanted to just mention Patchwork real quick and maybe things like Jaipur, because I think Patchwork is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It didn't make my top 10 just because, like, every time it came up against something else that could play more than 2 people, it just had to kind of go away. So there's some fantastic 2-player, single-player games that might have gotten kind of knocked around by some of these other things. Because my number one, same thing, is just sort of I love it. I don't know. It's a very good game. It's coup, social deduction, bluffing game, sort of like poker. Everyone just gets a couple of cards, and it sort of mixes in BS, where anyone can do anything as long as we let you. If you can make us think you've got your card or make us not want to call you out on whatever action you're doing, you can just do it. But sooner or later...
Yeah, so it's sort of like this weird mishmash of Sheriff of Nottingham and Resistance and kind of an interesting mishmash.
It's the same universe as the Resistance.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's got like that kind of look and feel of dystopian future.
All the people on the cards look like they're having a great time.
Yeah, they're all like staring. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's sort of pure bluffing kind of game. Like, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to say, I don't believe you. Prove it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It goes super fast.
Did you ever play with the
10 minutes?
The Factions expansion?
No, I played it with the Reformation follow-up where there were the teams.
Yeah, the teams,
So that one's cool too, and it's one of the few games where I feel like the expansion really enhances and makes it sort of a separate experience. Because instead of me just calling you out now, it pits people on temporary teams.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I don't want to call you out because we're on the same team.
Gotcha.
But then you can take actions to swap people's teams. So if I think Eric's a big threat, I put him on my team for now in order to have him forcefully attack other people.
Yeah.
It's always fun when we get it to the table.
Yeah, let's do a quick recap.
Well, I'm going to take a second here to ask you why maybe things didn't make... Why didn't Love Letter make it?
First question came up, and Love Letters had kind of was around my mind for the top 10 as well. For you, you said it would be right at 11.
It was my number 11.
That would be one. I wondered about Unmatched for you, Eric.
Yeah, that's one I was surprised didn't make it on there. I think it's because probably just don't get to play it as much.
Well, it's the one versus one kind of component of it.
Which I do like.
Yeah.
And then I also like the co-op thing too. But I think just these ones kind of outdo it just a little bit. But I do like Unmatched a great deal. That's definitely in the top 20.
Any other honorable mentions or surprises?
Love Letter for You said it was 11. Oh, for me, Pandemic Legacy. I thought that, but that was like 13 or 14 or something like that.
Sure.
It was close. I think it's just maybe there's time enough away from that now that it hasn't completely faded because I still think I have really fond memories.
Yeah.
But you said there's a year zero and some other things, so maybe that's something we could re-explore.
Legacy seasons.
We could do it. We tried Pandemic Legacy Season 2 for a while. We kind of fizzled out on it.
Was it the inconsistency as far as getting together kind of a thing?
I think it was mostly schedule.
There's a little bit of that.
Because I was enjoying it.
I was enjoying it too. I wasn't like looking forward to it like every week. Like I was with
and I think
one.
having played the first Legacy maybe lost some of the like wow factor of
new. It started to do things a little it was almost like in reverse. You like wanted to put cubes out, sort of. And you had to like discover the map in the second one. You were like re-exploring the world that you already kind of knew from the first one. Definitely cool though. I found a lot of like classics sort of slipping to the middle of my list, and maybe just because we've played them so much, like Ticket to Ride, Yeah.
Seven Wonders, Codenames.
Right. Oh, I was Seven Wonders. I thought
Fantastic
might have been for you.
games.
Well, and that also wasn't it a Seven Wonders style game that was the Lord of the Rings version that we played?
Oh,
There's
Seven
the Duel.
Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle Earth.
Right. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a Seven Wonders style game.
It was Seven Wonders
fun.
Duel
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, but I like that one actually better than Seven Wonders Duel. It was up there.
So anyway, that is a wrap for our top 10 list. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. I think we did. I think I'm excited to play some of the games that we talked about here today coming up soon. When we have some more time. But for now, that's all of us signing off. Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Evil cheese!
Evil cheese.
Jeez.
Is that the...